Mystic romantic. Ultra super speedly 2. What belongs to the fictional world building part of the mystic romantic, or if it is a mix of the fictional and the real. The early future version at 2001, had its charm as forests on the rooftops. When you plant a mysterious romantic tree, or a mountain crystal, in the middle of a big city, or in a smaller town with forest around, there will be a noticeable change of that will grow out. With world building as the first change, because everyone is busy with their gray daily chores. The insipid people are dressed in gray with dirty pale colors, and they have sacrificed their ability to question, and their creativity, and be able to think on their own. They ask nothing and know nothing. It is such a self-fixed people that they do not care about others, they just like themselves, and are therefore completely closed to other kinds. The houses are always in dark turbid colors, meaningless, with unpainted cement blocks that are identical placed as a grid pattern. A mystic romantic plant, causing a vigorous terraforming of a mixture of forests that take over. It causes an uneven ground surface due to gigantic roots. A big city will turn into a thick jungle, and an abundance of several kinds of plants, some of which have fruit and others have flowers, which are often large, some growing can be gigantic. There will be many more flowers, bushes and trees. The easiest way would be to have flying cars here. Then some flowers can have a glittering dust in them, or gas which can spread with the air. A few kinds of the gases can mutate plants and animals, and for a short time they can grow larger. This means that only the size increases, while the shape is the same as before. Mutation in this context means that ordinary fungi can become large as chairs or tables, at very few instances, becoming large as trees. A dandelion flower that is usually 3 centimeters, can be about 35–40 centimeters. The world's largest tree, the mammoth tree, has a stem volume of about 1,500 cubic meters. Insects such as beetles and butterflies can be as large as birds, roughly like 2 human hands together. Common pets can be big as African wild cats. The world's largest eagle has a wingtip between 210 centimeters. A mystic romantic wants a nature-oriented ideal with more plants and more animals. A mysterious pearl can make the sea living animals to increase in number and size. Some turtles are big as smaller cars. As some fish can be twice as large as dolphins, and large as boats. An ordinary crab, that usually is 15 centimeters, now becomes about 130 centimeters. But this mutation causes no aggressive behavior, so they become peaceful and eat fruit and vegetables.
That isn't important. Those who think no to mystic romantic, usually get their house to be the victim of the changes, and those who accept yes to the mystic romantic, gets their house changed, according to mystic romantic. The houses will grow bigger and get a Gothic architecture, so that some rooms become round and it becomes more open. No one is like the other. The houses get colors like white paint, bright sand and pastel colors. Ordinary square-shaped windows, become round and wide Gothic windows. Round and growing patterns take over the square shapes. Ordinary striped wallpapers, in dark colors, now looks like the ice flower frost structure, in a simple bright pastel color or white. There is a strong labyrinthic touch within the mystic romantic, and most easily described is through a Super Mario level, where it usually is, to run from left to right and get finish, without difficulty. A mystique romantically touched Super Mario level, means having to look for a key or a power switch that can turn blocks that hide the final destination and turn those blocks into money so you can move on. To get through an area, one need to find a fire flower, which is hidden somewhere. You need to think more.
A mystic romantic wants an astral close ideal, and the esoteric logic describes the physical world as one of 7 vibration frequencies, where a radio can change the radio channel. Then the astral world works as a bridge between the physical and the spirit world. The brighter astral vibration frequency may be interesting to have contact with its fairy tale beings. self-shiny flowers and self-shiny mushrooms, to use to influence the material world after. Astral-inspired decors may mean that moon lamps look like large self-luminous mushrooms, as stronger lamps are made of giant large flowers with the light in the middle, and drinking glasses are folded floral leaves together, etc.
Other, more unknown vibration frequencies are also interesting. For example, a dream world that through meditation is found in the fictional story. A place of joy and adventure, where there are hovering, land areas, with crystals and other jewelry that can increase abilities.
There is a overdriven mediumship, as being able to contact the spirit of those who have died, being able to move objects with a mind, and teleport, across every vibration frequencies, be able to manifest a thought to become a physical object. With many other skills. You avoid the fantasy genre by using the overdriven mediumship, and it becomes genre-free, either born with abilities, or got hold of them, in the world of floating land areas, with crystals and other jewelry that can increase abilities.
There is a sunken dark dream world, where some buildings are broken, all electricity is gone, and there are more underfloors. Screws have got wings, like mosquitoes. Tables have got lamps that light up in the dark and the legs are bendable, so the tables can wander around. Glass bottles have got life, like fish, etc. There is certainly a vibration frequency where the souls of the dinosaurs still exist.
In an alternative reality, there are 8 vibration frequencies, where the Hardlanaric world is the 8th.
That is at least 3 of the 7 dimensions or vibrational frequencies, that is, when the remainder is unknown. So when you focus on technology, the esoterics then refers to Atlantis, a high-tech society, civilization, more advanced than the present, and then it means computers that are so high-tech that simulations become possible. Human-like robots in the receptions, flying cars, music like heavy metal, techno, hip-hop, and Chinese temple music. So within the old mystic romantic stories, it is described, a forgotten technology, like old broken parts after Atlantis' heyday, such as teleporting devices and being able to move large heavy objects with sound waves. When Atlantis went down as civilization and technology, our time age began. It means that they have invented the same things as we have, as wheels, watches, computer games, etc.
Let's plant a crystal in the ground. Then, different crystal rods can plop up a little random, which are often oblong and are as large as chairs or lampposts. Otherwise, a whole lump of several composite crystals can emerge from the ground, as the largest lump of several crystals can become big as houses. And crystals shaped like flowers can emerge, etc.
Weak crystals can be filled with an emotional mood, memory, taste or sound, if it does not already have one. A regular quartz creates perhaps a sweet taste, and an amethyst a violet flavor. Then it can radiate the feeling, the memory, the taste and the sound, so everyone nearby gets affected.
Some crystals have the same function as the crystals in the happy vibration frequency with floating land areas, giving 5% extra jump strength, 5% extra arm strength, or 5% extra run strength, etc.
Some crystals have a hypnotic function, like the great octopus that hypnotizes people, from H.P. Lovecraft. Another very special mountain crystal has a magnetic function when activated. It senses and reacts when any mystic romantic is nearby, and other crystals of the same kind. It can also react negatively when something that is not mystic romantic is moving towards it. If the crystal is larger, it can send some kind of energy, electric shocks or something similar to which is not mystic romantic. A crystal like this usually reacts like, just before the lightning strikes, the hair rises by the uplifting electric ionization in the air. The hair can even grow very quickly, both in length and width, it becomes more hair. This electric ionization creates a calming sense of security, like being enclosed in angel wings, which then grows to positivity, meditation, knowledge, love. When weapons can cease to function, and time goes slower, within the force field. If you wear this as a piece of jewelry, you grow very slowly, so that you can be about 200 years without getting old. The crystal begins to self-illuminate and radiates a blue-white glow, like a slow disco light. This shine changes the appearance of people and their opinions and emotions, and sometimes wake up cat genes in people. Which is a real and live version of borderline furry/an ego person, with its love and skills. A real and living version of an ego person is 10,000 times better than being human. It creates an energetic strength and quick thinking. A sound of energy and glitter can be created, as crystals are usually used for healing. This sends off a thick white-like beam of energy, which is so compact that it can be compared to burning laser. Some crystals send a white-like energy, others send a lightning-shaped energy, and there are probably other variants of this crystal, like lilac, red, yellow, and green varieties, which may have similar features as the bluish-white, as the shape of its energy may shift larger, for example, a freezing ray, or a fire-like ray of feeling. People can sleep in the crystals, like a cryo chamber, that is a pause mode. You do not experience how much time passes outside, and you do not age, like a pause mode. When there is no limit to how long time someone can sleep in the crystals, and there is no danger if such a crystal were to go off in the middle. Just put the pieces together and electrify it and the parts are stuck again.